kind of cool too, because it's like it's a Yankee record, man. You know what I mean? It's like 3 times it's been broken. It's like, all right, it's all Yankees, no problem, keep it going.
Then yeah, and as a content creator yourself, you've been doing this longer than I have, but you as a content creator, you're part of history now, Pete. Like you called it on your show, so that right there, it stays and it travels through history. Like you literally are a part of history. And has it hit you yet? Like, has it hit you that you was able to call 62? Granted, you're Pete Simonetti or whatever, you're not Michael K, but at the same time, you will get there one day. But has it hit you yet that you was able as a Yankee content creator to call that call?
Yeah, it's cool, man. In the first year of actually, calling just about every single game, I always say it. I mean, I don't know many other people who's called more games than I have this year, and that's not even, at the end of the day, that's factual. That's not even like, hey, look at me, everybody. Hey, I'm doing this, But when you do it in the moment and you recognize all that, yeah, it does feel very different. It feels very different. I remember after I called it, I told everybody that was in the chat, I'm like, I don't even remember what my call was. And then my fiance, who had it already going, she sent it to me, and I played it in between, like one of the innings later. And I was like, oh man, that's pretty friggin' cool. Like we put it up with the home run call and all that, and actual homer and my call. And I'm like, that's actually pretty friggin' cool. So like you said before, it'll stand for a very, very long time, hopefully. And, I hope further down the line, when hopefully, knock on wood, when Aaron Judge returns and comes back and maybe he has another 60 homer season, we can look back on that and, man, I remember that call. And, it's just fun, but you do feel it. You do feel it much more. Like it's a definitely for me personally, professionally, it's a different feeling than just sitting back and watching the game. You know what I mean? I think I would have reacted the same way, went crazy, but actually having to call it in the moment is pretty a cool experience.
And shout out to Jira, man, because she's top moderator, always on point, especially with the clips, cutting things back and forth. I don't think there's anybody in the game, probably Jamie from Joe Rogan, but besides that, I think Jira, she has that locked down.
She probably doesn't know who he is, because I watch Joe Rogan, but I don't think she does much. But that's hot. That's very high praise. That's very high praise.